Welcome back to Magoo's Views. All right, y'all. I just want to come here and talk to you guys about the whole Dody6 and Kendrick Lamar situation. At first, when I first saw him do the live video and stuff like that, I didn't want to come here and jump and do a video because I felt like, you know what, it's going to lead to something else later on, and it led to an apology, which I was like, well, let me make a video about it now since the whole story is out now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of making two separate videos. But pretty much, a couple days ago, Dody6, he was on, live and everything like that. Went live, and, people asking about the Kendrick Lamar stuff. He's like, Kendrick could be, you know what I'm saying? The Hey Now song did nothing for me and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm homeless, I'm on drugs, all that kind of stuff, right? So, certain fan bases started to run with that. It started, throwing on Kendrick and stuff like that. So at first I was like, hey, it is what it is, because there was also people talking about, well, AZ Check, who else is on there? Lefty Gunplay, hit a J3. Like, they're doing good, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing their thing, and they're eating off those features. So, what's going on with him? And pretty much they said that he was going through a lot of personal issues and stuff like that. You know what I mean? A lot of personal things, you know what I'm saying? So at that point, it was like a couple days later. Now he apologized about the whole situation, said like, nah, saying like, nah, he watched out for me, that whole kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, like I said, I liked his verse on Hey Now. I think Hey Now is one of my favorite tracks on the album, Dody6 and stuff like that. I thought he did a really good verse on Hey Now and stuff like that. And hey, Kendrick gave a lot of guys, opportunities on that album, who you really don't hear from. Like I said, Dody6, AZ Check, I think I'm saying it right. Lefty Gunplay, hit a J3. You know what I'm saying? Roddy Ricch was on the album. Of course, SZA was on the album. So a lot of features that, you really wouldn't expect to be on the album, especially, post-battle and stuff like that. But he really showed out for the West Coast and put a lot of, West Coast artists on there. And Dody6 was one of them. So, he said what he said in the live. At the end of the day, he later on apologized and stuff like that. And now people are like, nah, keep that same energy, make a video and apologize. But I'm like, hey, man, if the man apologizes, if they talk behind the scenes, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as the G-Next album, if you guys have not heard it, definitely go listen to G-Next. I think it's a very good album. You know what I'm saying? I did a review on it when it did come out. Like I said, it came out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people were like, well, Kendrick's probably going to drop before the Super Bowl. So I expected February this year, but it dropped in November last year and came out of nowhere. So we shall see what happens as far as awards next year. You know what I'm saying? What will be nominated for and everything. Because it was a very big album. There's big numbers and stuff like that. Now Kendrick and SZA, they're on tour and everything for the Grand National Tour. That's breaking a lot of numbers. Like, I seen, like, I think they broke the Minneapolis, like, record for, like, 9 million. Then Houston topped that with, like, 9.44 something million. So, hey, look, man, the tour itself is doing really good. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, congratulations to them. Like I said, congratulations to the guys who are on the features. They're doing their thing from that. You know what I'm saying? Wish, him the best, Dody6 and his situation and everything. And like I said, if they talk behind the scenes about it as men and they squashed it, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Him coming out and apologizing, hey, that's why at the end of the day, I'm like, that's what matters, man. If they apologize for it and it's, water under the bridge, just keep it pushing. That's just me. Anyway, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you guys think about the whole situation, everything like that. Again, like I said, when I first heard, I was like, man, I'm not going to make a video on that. But then when he apologized, I'm like, all right, now that the whole story's out, might as well go and talk about it with you guys. Anyway, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel again. Hope everybody has a blessed day. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one.